Donnajodhan presents Dining with Donna, a weekly podcast where Donna shares a delicious recipe with you, gives you a bonus recipe, and ends off her podcast with time-saving tips for your kitchen. Her recipes are easy to follow, easy to put together, and most yummy and delicious for family and friends. Donna's recipes are favorites for everyone. They are tried and approved, and she guarantees you'll be able to make them your favorite. It's time to cook and bake, and Donna is waiting to show you how.
Hello, and I'm donnajodhan, your host for the second week of March 2024. My goodness, the second week of March. That has a nice ring to it, eh? Well, I want to thank everyone for continuing to send me their feedback, their thoughts, their suggestions, their comments, everything. Because I need you to tell me what you would like to hear. I need you to tell me, how am I doing with my Dining with Donna podcast? So continue please to write to me at askdonnaonblindlife at gmail.com or write to me at my personal email, donnajodhan at gmail.com. Okay, one more time, askdonnaonblindlife at gmail.com or my personal email address, donnajodhan at gmail.com. And that is spelled donnajodhan at gmail.com. And I know it is hard for you to listen and jot things down all at the same time. I have an easy way for you to get what you need. You can either write to me and I will send you electronic copies of whatever you wish. Just put in the subject line, like for example, second week of March, bonus recipe. Second week of March, main recipe. Second week of March, tips. Okay? I will send you an electronic copy, or you can access the show notes to all of my podcasts. All right? So don't hesitate. All right. Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Mike. I hope, Mike, that you paid attention to my recipe for last week, the barbecued ribs, spare ribs. I know you love spare ribs, and maybe you can try making these and giving Heather a treat. How about that, eh? All right. For last week, I'm just going to do a brief recap of what we had, okay? We had barbecued spare ribs as the main recipe. We had egg salad as the bonus recipe. And for the hints and tips, I gave you 2 tips for the carpet. The first one was removing candle wax drippings, and the next one was removing ballpoint pen stains or ballpoint ink marks. Okay, these are 2 very difficult stains to get rid of, but I gave you tips for these, so don't hesitate to go back and look at them. Okay, that's what we did for last week. For this week, what we're going to have, we're going to give you a main recipe of chalupa. Bonus recipe is orange salad. And we're going to give you some more hints for the carpet. All right? All right. So, let's get going. Chalupa. I think that chalupa is a favorite of most family members or the dinner table of a family. I love Mexican food, and chalupa is just one of my favorites, okay? Again, I would say to you, I think that commiserating in the kitchen, chatting in the kitchen, conferring in the kitchen, crowding around in the kitchen, anything beginning with a C. So crowding around, commiserating, chatting, consoling each other in the kitchen, kitchen corner time, eh? It's one of the best ways to do that. And you get together and you make recipes, create recipes. You can make someone else's recipe, not a problem with that. Or you can, create your own recipe. Or you can take someone's recipe and change it to make it your own. Nothing wrong with that. The other thing I want to keep telling you is when you are getting ready to cook or bake, I find that a great time saver is for you to be able to, lay out your implements and your ingredients on your kitchen countertop. This saves a lot of time, so you don't have to run around looking for ingredients or implements. You don't have to be slamming drawers looking for your implements or rummaging around in your pantry cupboard looking for ingredients. So your implements and your ingredients need to be well organized on your countertop in your kitchen before you even start. All right? So Mike, I hope you're listening for this one, Chalupa, and I hope you maybe make it someday soon. I'll check with you to see if you're doing that, okay? All right, Chalupa. And here are the implements. 1 mincer, measuring spoons, 1 can opener, and it could be an electric can opener, a battery can opener, a manual can opener. I prefer the manual one. It never fails me. Sometimes a battery one does fail me and I get very unhappy with it, but I always go back to my manual can opener. Measuring cups, 1 knife for slicing, 1 kettle or Dutch oven, okay? And of course you need those paper towels to help you out in a pinch whenever you need to clean up a spill or whenever you need to wipe your hands or anything like that, okay? Paper towels, okay? All right, let's look at the ingredients. 1 pound of dried pinto beans, sorted and rinsed. So you sort and rinse your pinto beans, okay? 1 pound of this, okay? 1 bone in. Keep the bone in your pork roast, in the pork loin roast, okay? 3 pounds, okay? And you need to trim it. So let me just say this again. Keep 1 3-pound pork loin roast. The bone needs to be in and trim it, okay? 4 to 5 garlic cloves minced. 2 tablespoons of chili powder. 1 to 1.5 teaspoons of ground cumin. 1 teaspoon of dried oregano. 2 cans, about 4 ounces each of chopped green chilies. Now I will tell you, chances are you're not always going to get the exact can that you're looking for. So just make sure that in total you have, if you can get 2 4-ounce cans, great. If you can't, make sure that you have 8 ounces altogether. You may find that you can easily get an 8-ounce can of chilies, okay? So make sure that in total it is 8 ounces of chopped green chilies, 6 cups of water, 5 carrots sliced, 4 celery ribs sliced, Okay, so slice your carrots and slice your celery. 1 14 and a half ounces can of tomatoes. Okay, diced tomatoes, and make them undrained. Again, if you can't get the exact can measurement that I am asking for, just make sure that all told it is 14 and a half ounces of diced tomatoes, undrained. Okay, 3 small zucchinis sliced, pepper to taste. Okay, are you ready to make, folks? Here goes. Okay, first thing you do, flour your tortillas. Place your beans in a kettle or Dutch oven. Place it in a soup kettle or a Dutch oven. Add water to cover by 2 inches. Bring it to a boil. Boil it for 2 minutes. Remove it from the heat. Cover and let stand for 1 hour. Then you drain and discard your liquid. In the same pot, combine your beans, your pork, and your garlic, chili powder, cumin, oregano, chilies, and water. Bring all of this to a boil. Reduce your heat, okay? Cover and simmer for about 3 to 4 hours, or until your meat and your beans are nice and tender. And you can add an additional 1/2 cup of water if necessary. Okay? All right. Cool it slicey. Remove the meat from the bones. Shred the meat and return to the soup kettle. Add your carrots, your celery, and your tomatoes. Cover and simmer for about 20 minutes or until your veggies are tender. Add your zucchini and simmer for 10 minutes longer. Season all of this with pepper. Serve with your tortilla. Okay? This makes about 12 servings. Now, folks, I know that this is a long recipe. I know that there are a lot of ingredients, but don't worry. There are ways for you to get this recipe from me, either by writing to me at askdonnaonblindlife@gmail.com or my personal email address, donnajodhan@gmail.com. Okay? Put in the subject line, 2nd week of March. You can put main recipe, or you can put the bonus recipe, or you can put tips. I will send you an electronic copy of whatever you would like to receive. You can also access the show notes to this podcast, and you can get it that way. So you have ways to get it. Listening to me, I know, is kind of boring and it's kind of cumbersome at times because you cannot realistically listen and copy down the recipes. So don't worry, there are ways for you to get it. All right, now let's go to the bonus recipe. And for this week, it is orange salad. Okay, orange salad. Okay, first, the ingredients. First thing you need is 1 box of orange gelatin, and it should be for 6 servings. Okay, If you cannot get it in one box, then you have to combine it, but make sure it is for 6 servings. Okay? 1 cup of hot water, 2 cups of orange sherbet. Orange sherbet is really one of my favorite desserts. I really love it. Okay? 1 cup of mandarin oranges drained. 1 cup of crushed pineapple drained. Okay? 1/2 pint of whipping cream. And make sure that it is whipped. Dissolve your gelatin in water. Add sherbet, mixing well. And add your oranges and your pineapple. And then you fold in your whipped cream. Okay? This makes 6 servings. Okay? Orange salad. It's a nice, cool salad. Really, it is. Okay? All right. Let's go to the tips for this week. Okay? Let's find it here. All right. What are my tips for this week? For this second week, let's keep on going with best of hints for the carpet. If you have a flattened carpet, if the heavy furniture has flattened your carpet, which often happens, raise it with steamed iron. Okay? You take your steamed iron and build up your steam and hold your steam iron over it. Okay, so this is for flattened carpets. Again, use a steam iron. Okay, just hold the steam iron a little above the flattened carpet and voila, you'll see how quick it returns to its normal way. Now, if you have a damaged spot, do not touch the spot with the steam iron, okay? Brush briskly and you will see what happens, okay? Okay, here comes another hint, but now we're going to leave the carpet behind us and we're going to go on to best of hints for the children. And here are some tips for the newborn. If you want to make sure that baby sleeps and gives mom some really downtime away from baby's crying, this is what you do. Use perfume freely on yourself. Use perfume freely on yourself when baby first arrives from the hospital. Okay? Later you dab the perfume that you have just dabbed or used over yourself freely on baby's crib sheet. Okay? On baby's crib sheet or on his pillow, and the baby will smell this perfume and baby will be made comfortable. Okay? He or she will smell the mama's, fragrance and feel comfortable and safe. If baby bubbles frequently after feedings and must be changed frequently, to keep him smelling sweet. Okay, here's what you do. So if he bubbles frequently after feeding and must be changed frequently, here's what you do. Here's what you do, okay? First, moisten a cloth with water and dip it into baking soda and dab at the dribble. Okay? The odor will disappear. Again, dampen a cloth, dip it into baking soda, and dab it at the dribble, and the odor will quickly disappear. Okay, here's one for using baby's infancy. Okay? Use baby's infant. Okay, let me start again. This is getting bad. Use baby's infant seat for bathing in the bathtub. Okay? Remove the pad. Put a large towel in place of that pad. Okay? Okay? Fold the large bathtub in the seat. Okay? Let me start this again. I'm fumbling a bit here. Use baby's infant seat for bathing in the tub. Take a large bath towel, fold it, and put it in the seat, covering the buckle strap. Okay? Then you put the baby into the seat and put the seat into the water. Okay? You remove the pad and buckle strap and put the large folded bathtub into the seat. Okay? Then you put baby into the seat. Okay, place the baby and put it in the water. And now you can use both hands. Next, keep a large heating pad beside baby's crib. Okay? And when he or she has to have their night feedings, here's what you do. Turn the pad on and place it on the crib, and when you put baby back down, he/she will be nice and warm. But first you place your heating pad on the railing of the crib or in the crib itself. Then when baby is finished feeding, remove the heating pad, put baby in it, and then he or she will be nice and warm. Okay? So that's what you do. And he or she will settle down much more quickly. Be sure to remove the heating pad though before, baby settles down. Okay? All right. Let me just summarize what we had for this week. Okay? All right. So let's talk about what we talked about this week. We had a main recipe of chalupa. All right? And we had orange salad. And then I gave you 2 tips. One is for the newborn baby, and I finished off the one for the carpet. Okay? Again, folks, if you want to receive my tips for this week, my main recipe for this week, or my bonus recipe for this week, please do not hesitate to either send me an email to askdonnaonblindlife@gmail.com or donnajodhan@gmail.com, okay? Or, and put in the subject line, second week of March, recipe, main recipe, or bonus recipe, or tips, or anything you want. I'll send it to you electronically, or you can access the show notes for this week, okay? Folks, thank you very much for continuing to support my podcast. I really, really appreciate it. Have a great rest of the day. Have a great rest of the week, and we'll see you next week. Stay safe and stay well. Bye for now.
That's it for this week. Donna hopes that you enjoyed her recipes and that you will take a few minutes to try them out. Stay safe and stay well. Send your thoughts and feedback to Donna at askdonnaonblindlife@gmail.com.